Hello, friends. Have you ever felt exhausted at the end of a workday, even though you have spent hours staring at screen, sending emails, and attending meetings? You finish office hours, but your mind doesn't stop. Tasks linger, notifications ping, and the cycle repeats. Wake up, work, stress, sleep, and repeat. It feels like life is running on autopilot. But here's the twist: we live in an era of incredible technology, yet somehow we are busier, more stressed, and less connected than ever before. Why is that? And what happened to the days when life, work, and happiness could exist? Past versus present. Decades ago, people worked hard, but communication was primarily face to face. Work was demanding, yes, but after office hours, people truly disconnected. Communities were tighter. Neighbors, friends, and colleagues shared joys and sorrows, often over a cup of tea or a long conversation. Emotional connection was built naturally. Technology existed, but it didn't dominate attention. Tasks ended with the day, not with the endless notifications. Psychological insight: human brains are weird for social connections. Being busy alone is not inherently stressful, but being socially disconnected while mentally occupied creates chronic low level stress. The modern paradox of technology. Despite smartphones, laptops, and instant communication, people are busier than ever. Office work extends into evenings and weekends. People check emails during dinner, respond to work messages in bed. Multitasking with apps, social media, and notification fragments attention. Brain never fully switches off. Psychology behind this hyperconnectivity and the dopamine loop. Every notification triggers a small dopamine hit, making it hard to relax. The result: a never ending cycle of partial attention, mental exhaustion, and superficial connections. A real world example: like, think of a professional who spends 10 hours in office meetings and then another 2 to 3 hours on emails at home. Their mind never truly disengages. This leads to chronic stress, disrupted sleep, and burnout. Why past generations seemed happier? Before modern technology, work hard, clear boundaries. Tools were simpler. Phones were mostly for urgent communication. Leisure and social time were more abundant, often structured around shared experiences. Face to face communications provide emotional regulations. Sharing problems reduce stress level. Psychological explanation: humans thrive on connection and routine with boundaries. Past lifestyles naturally encourage this, creating more balanced mental states. Illustrative scenario: a small town family or factory worker who finish their day's work would spend evenings with family and community, leading to better emotional resilience. The psychological cost of constant busyness. Effects on mental health: increased anxiety. Never ending tasks make the brain hypervigilant. Decreased attention span. Constant switching between apps and work reduces deep focus. Social isolation paradox. People are connected digitally but emotionally isolated. Biological aspect: chronic activation of the stress response cortisol lead to fatigue, sleep problems, and even physical health issues. Case study: imagine two employees with identical workloads. One disconnects after office hours, the other continues digital engagement. The latter is more prone to burnout and low emotional satisfaction despite technological advantages. Behavioral psychology and the cycle of work. Discuss behavioral reinforcement. Technology rewards constant engagement. Every completed task, message, or like reinforces behavior. Brain becomes conditioned to never being alone, creating a loop. Complete some work, relief, more work, stress, and repeat. Highlight time perception distortion. People underestimate mental load of digital work. Even short tasks feel continuous. Insight. The modern work cycle often mimics an addictive pattern, not unlike behavioral addictions, except it's socially normalized. Social psychology. Why we sacrifice connections. Fear of missing out applies to both work and social media. Social comparison. Observing others' success online creates subconscious pressure to stay busy, appear productive, and compete even off the clock. Consequence. Relationships weaken. Emotional resilience decreases and satisfaction drops. Reflective questions for viewers. When was the last time you had a deep conversation without checking your phone? Practical takeaways and mindful solutions. Recognize the psychological trap. Technology is equal to tools, not life. Suggestions. Time blocking. Separate work from personal life, including digital detox periods. Reconnect socially. Prioritize face to face interactions, even brief ones. Mindfulness and reflection. Journal, meditate, or take short walks without devices. Boundaries with work communication. Avoid emails or messages after hours. Psychological principle. When brains get a break, productivity and emotional satisfaction increases, unlike the modern cycle of constant engagement. Conclusion. Technology was supposed to make our lives easier, but without boundaries, it has made our mind busier and our hearts lonelier. If we want balance, happiness, and meaningful connections, we must reclaim our time, prioritize relationships, and allow our minds to truly rest. The future doesn't have to be a cycle of never ending tasks. We can choose a life where work serves us, not the other way around. If you like this video, share with your loved ones and hit subscribe button YouTube Trade Sense channel. Thank you.